Better do everybody. This is Courtney, and we're here to talk some more about that darn Flash. Season 5, episode Deuce. Blah. Um, did y'all catch they showed the preview for when Flash coming back January the 15th and all that stuff. This episode gonna be, yeah, not this episode, but yeah, they look like it's gonna be good. So I'm gonna be through with recapping what we got left for season 5. What was prior to when it come back. So we're gonna be good. I know. Did y'all watch Elseworlds? I haven't watched Elseworlds yet. I haven't. I'm gonna try my best. We're gonna get through with what's left right now. I'm gonna try to knock it out the next couple of days, and then we're gonna go into Elseworlds, and then excuse me, we're gonna be good to fucking go. Good to go. Yeah. So how we gonna start off? Okay, so we're gonna start off this episode with this. We see a little flash of what happened. Basically, what went down in the end of the first episode with Gridlock, and his comfort getting disrupted, and this mass, I say, fake cheap knockoff of Darth Vader show up and basically, murk Gridlock and put all the rest of them guards in the hospital. And so, we see that, and we basically see the man behind the mask, which is technically a man, just a human or whatever. And he got some questionable scars on him and all that. So, the whole thing about this dagger is dagger holds the power. As we're gonna see in this episode, it holds a very significant power trait. Basically, it snatches Meta's abilities. Well, as they say, it negates them. Okay, so we go to we all at the West House, and Nora shows all of them about what happens. Basically, Barry don't come back and all that. And so, everybody's looking forlorn in the face and all that shit. And, and all that. But, Queen Iris, the queen bitch, head queen B and all that stuff. She's not letting that work her nerves, y'all. She said, listen, the much shit they done been through and all that, we just gonna worry about it when it come and all that. We can't rake our brain, drive ourselves deaf, dumb, and blind and crazy, worrying about what's gonna happen in the future. Whereas we know the future is always changing. And as we know, just like Cisco said, I was just right. We are the main ones that basically chunk the future on its ass and tell it to go on head on there like that. And while she was talking, giving that inspirational or whatever, Barry done fell more in love with her. That's his queen, that's his chocolate, and all that stuff. Everybody just like, yup, that's right, Iris, that's right, bitch, that's right, and all that stuff, and woo de woo. And so, they leave, and Cecile, she's in the baby room. Did y'all see the baby? They got another baby this time. This baby looked a little bit more chocolate. Beautiful chocolate baby. And Cecile, oh, look at the baby, so cute. Cecile Powers is leaving her. She can't hear her baby, so she's terrified. Joe feels some kind of way, but probably deep down inside Joe is static, because the whole thing, that shit drives him up the wall. And so we gonna get to as we know, Cisco's still dealing hard with his breakup of him and Gypsy, who I say, I loved it, him and Gypsy. But for what I'm gathering, y'all, I think they're gonna pull a motherfucking stunt. Flash Riders, and I'm quite for certain who's gonna be the next couple to come into play. Yup. Yes, y'all. Motherfucking Caitlyn and goddamn Cisco. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that, y'all. Because Caitlyn, she done had, her luck with, penis ain't been, ain't been all that good. Ronnie dead. Zoom, that nigga turned evil. He was crazy. Then he ended up dead. And should we even count Julian? Do we want to count Julian? It was like really touch and go with them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I could have sworn they were gonna probably have her hooking up with Ralph and all that stuff, but we see that's not gonna happen. Now, Cisco, like, listen, her Cisco been Ace Boone Coon since whenever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Let me just look further in, and maybe I could deal with it. Maybe I could, maybe it's settled with me better. Okay, so Cisco's in his laboratory or whatever, and he's looking at the old videos of Gypsy and all that stuff. And, he's trying to hide it. And, Caitlin comes like, you okay? What you doing? And all that. And, he's trying to be strong. Cisco try to pull a strong face. It's all right, baby. It's all right to cry. It's all right to let your feelings show and all that. And so, his thing is like, what is basically making it so hard for him to get over Gypsy is due to the fact of their powers. He picks off energy vibes off of things and all this stuff, psychic powers, could be emphatic powers, whatever. But the thing about it, him and Gypsy run along the same frequency line. So whatever she's feeling, she's experiencing, he gets the feedback, and vice fucking versa. So that's what it's so hard. So basically what he need to do is find a way to break that. And so Ralph show up, and they decide that Ralph and Caitlin gonna find a way for a homeboy to get over Caitlin and all that stuff, using this list of steps that 26, 28, whatever steps, and basically you do these steps and everything, and that'll help you get over the lost love of your life or whatever. So we get to this scene. There's this dude. He in this warehouse, and he got these guns and putting guns up. And you see this white chick bust up in there with a cute pixie cut or whatever. And they talking back and forth. Homegirl was in Iron Heights, was in the prison or whatnot. But she got out and everything, and they going back and forth, and she puts that motherfucker in a cube. Her power is she put folks in cubes. These four-dimensional cubes, whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, it look like a glob of jello. Like one of them blocks of jello, whatever. And that's what she does. And so the next day, Barry's there and Captain Singh. You're gonna notice that you ain't gonna see Joe a whole lot. Which I was like, I wonder why we're not seeing Joe a whole lot and everything, the character. And then I thought about it, hold up, Cecile just had that baby. And so maybe they both taking maternity leave off. Because, now, it ain't that supposed to be California, right? And California one of the states that do the the maternity leave that, both parents could take it. I'm just asking. Is it? Do y'all know? But anyway, so I guess we're gonna see when the crime scenes, we're gonna see a whole lot of Captain Singh, which is good. I like Captain Singh. And so, Barry there, they trying to talk and all that, and here come motherfucking Nora. Boy, Nora functions like she's on some goddamn speed, bitch. I mean, she zoom over the head, right? And so she basically is saying that she's a new intern. And, being that, Barry just got reinstated back into work. So, he got all them backlogs of cases. So they, he concocted this lie to Captain saying that basically like, listen, yeah, I hired her. She working for free. And all that. And so they go to the crime scene and you see this cube of flesh and all that, right? And so while they doing whatever, looking at it, trying to figure out what it was, Nora picks it up, right? And Barry like, what the hell you doing? You contaminating that? And, the crime scene, she said, wait a minute, you trying to tell me y'all ain't got no, what you call it? Hypersonic something. Whatever. It's some device that basically sanitized the whole, I guess, crime scene or whatever. And he like, we don't even have words, discover words for that yet, invented words for that. And so basically when Barry got gloves on, and so Barry tries to pick the cube up, he can't pick it up. It's heavy. Whereas what they thought it was like a piece of flesh, it's basically the whole body of that dude that was in that warehouse, compressed and compacted into that cube. Ain't that a hot fucking mess? And so he starts talking to Iris. She pops the fuck up and all that stuff, and Sing like, can y'all tighten up security around here and all that stuff. And basically he tells her what went down, about the whole thing with the gridlock, and about the security guards that are still they're in the hospital and all that. And so he gets a little tidbit off the record, and he leaves. And Iris, she feels some kind of way. She feels some kind of way that Nora don't want to spend no time with her. Nora is under her father's left nutsack. And cause just like when they had that meeting at Joe's house and all that, and after they got ready to leave, and Joe was like, he said, "You handled that well, baby girl." And Iris was like, "Well, at least now I know the reason why Nora wants to spend all her time with her father and no time with me." Like that. And Joe was like, "Listen, she'll come around, give her time, she'll come around," like that. But we are, as we soon to find out, that we know it's more than just this girl. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't feeling up to par today. And we know it's just more than her just want to be up under her father. Just want to be with her father. We'll find out more about that. And so here goes, so Iris looks at C and see that, there go Nora. She's working with her dad on the crime scene, and it makes Iris feel some kind of way, which is totally understandable. And so we get to Ralph, Caitlin, and Cisco. They at Ralph's. Ralph is a private detective, and it shows this list of how to get over people. So basically, they're gonna go through this list. Well, after they finish each step, a new, better version of the person that's in need will good Lord, will come through. Goodness gracious. And so there's that mess. Iris go and visit the one of the security guards, the black dude. Listen, homeboy got a neck brace, arm in a cast, look like he got body cast, both legs jacked up. He got his ass beat out the man fucking frame. And he already know who she is. And she's getting whatever happened and all that stuff. And basically said that homeboy was beaten up and stabbed. And basically the gridlock was the only target. And all that. So, Iris, she getting ready to put two and two together and make that four. And all that. Cecile, being that she is panicking due to the fact that she can't hear a baby girl, pretty chocolate baby girl voice and all that stuff, she goes to science and find that season 4, when they was fighting Thinker, Wales, that was before he went, lost his intelligence or whatever. He concocted this thing. What is this? A mental activity dampener or whatever? But put it on her head, and basically she could do something, I guess, with her psychic powers or whatever, her telepathic powers. So basically what she's trying to do is she gonna put one on her and put that on the baby. And Joe said, "The hell you is? You put shit on my daughter's head like that." And here's the thing with Cecile, how she's feeling about not being able to hear her child's voice. She's saying that her oldest kid is in college, and she got with Joe, and things happened. She was blessed with this beautiful baby and all that, and she's like, "I want to be the best possible mother for my child. And so being that I did have this psychic connection with my baby, I was able to anticipate every need that she want. Like that, if she cry, then I knew what she wanted. And Joe, like, babies, sometimes they just cry to cry, and which is true. Some babies do cry to cry that we know of, but babies, doing to the fact that babies can't speak, okay, create words with their mouths and all that stuff. Maybe it's that formal way of talking, getting attention. That's me saying that. But that's Cecile's fear. Cecile's fear is that she is not going to be the best mother that she can be for that baby. But which we all know, Cecile is going to be A1. She's a wonderful mother. We see how she, raised her daughter and all that stuff. And we know Joe is the best daddy there is. Listen, all of us should want a daddy like Joe is. I the hell want a daddy like Joe is. I wish my father was like Joe is. But, I really believe Cecile ain't nothing that you, baby. You ain't got shit to worry about. You got the greatest partner ever in Joe to be the father for your kid. And you got all your other children, basically I'm gonna call the whole Star Lab and all the rest of them her kids. You got all the motherfucking kids. You're gonna be the best mama there is, chicka. So don't even try to fucking weird. And let's see. So I got the episode playing in the back, so I can make sure I don't miss nothing. Yada yada boom boom. Yada yada boom boom. So, homegirl with the pixie cut, she getting ready to sell them weapons that she done motherfucking stole. Now, so another dude pull up, and it's basically the dude that she killed. That's his brother, and he's looking to get all the merchandise that he took from his brother. And so he had come into him, and he did not come alone. He came with a crew. It came with guns, just to get ready. And so Nora and the Flash, Nora and Barry, they show up, and they getting ready to do what they do. Nora has a tendency to just go off a whim, and she don't listen to her father. When he tells her to wait, no, you know how Nora is. Nora just gonna go. Nora's trying her best to impress her dad. That's the main thing. She's trying her best to impress her father. And when she's doing that, she running head over ass and all this stuff, and they get her in motherfucking trouble. So basically this what happened. While she busts up in there, she separates the murder dude's brother and Pixie Cut. And what Pixie Cut does, Pixie Cut puts Nora in one of them boxes and stuff like that. So what she does, she goes and tosses Nora through the sky and all that, right? And Barry able to catch her, bring her down, basically, using his arm tornadoes or whatever. And, she's able to, seal her ass down. And, Barry like, y'all need to teach your daughter not just to run head over ass, because you keep fucking up. You keep fucking shit up. But then I had to think about it. You are Barry Allen's daughter. Her first season, he had a tendency of this shit. But, so they go check her out. She's alright. She good. There's no lasting effects and yada yada. Mind you, while they trying to figure out where this woman at, they can't, due to the fact that they don't have no satellite anymore. Because you remember in the 4th season, Thinker, hijacked they satellites, and he also made, was it 3 more? And all that. And their satellite was the one that Barry and Nora, destroyed when it was falling to Earth and all that stuff. And being that they did destroy that satellite, and all these pieces, whatever, that made more motherfucking metals. And so what they dealing with, 3 instances where there are more metals. The particle accelerator explosion, that's one. When Barry did the flashpoint, that's 2. And now we got the alignment and all that stuff, Thinker's bullshit and all that, which basically, Thinker with his alignment stuff, his thing was basically to erase all intelligence from everybody and basically leave a blank slate and for it to build on and all that. But nowadays, now these motherfuckers, they got powers and all of that and yada yada. So it's a mess. So when they trying to ask Cisco, can he look up, do whatever, figure out what's what, Cisco is still in mourning of his broken heart. So, that shit don't go too well. And so we go to the speed lab, and Barry's like, "Listen, I'm finna teach you whatever, whatever, whatever." So basically, she getting a course. He finna teach her math. Finna teach us physics and all that stuff. Even though she does know all of that, and when she was in school, it's probably some more theories that's been created and all that. He wants to bring her back, bring her back in, and basically you gotta take baby steps before you run. See, you want to fly, and your motherfucking ass still crawling. You get what I'm saying? So that's that. Let's see. How about we go? Yeah, we'll go through that whole scene. And so we go through that whole scene, and he's trying to teach her, and he like, okay, what do you want to know? What you want to know? And she like, how you stop a tsunami for just running fast, by just running fast. Throwing lightning, phase, nigga, phase. Well, she already learned how to phase. But all the extraordinary motherfucking stunts and shows that Barry motherfucking, perform while he's, trying to save Central City from everybody else and his own fuck ups. And so, he's like, no, you can't do that, girl. You gotta learn the basics before you motherfucking excel and shit like that, which is true. So Nora decides she gonna try to show him a stunt, and she runs, speeds all Barry like, oh my god, she just won't listen, and she attempts to throw lightning. Y'all, she lose her footing. The lightning was zigzag, and it basically knocked Barry through the glass chalkboard thing he was using and all that. I said, this girl gonna be done killed your ass before too long. Nigga, you ain't gonna even have to motherfucking be vanished in the crisis, which is happening next year, y'all. How they gonna do that? How they gonna do that? So we finna jumpstart. So 5th season we're gonna jumpstart it. Go flash forward. How y'all doing it? Or is it due to the fact that Nora came back that she don't? Ooh, she really screwed with the time, lad Jesus. She did that. I don't think her daddy was able to do that. But anyway, that's Elseworld shit. That's Elseworld shit. But so there's that. Cisco, Caitlin, and Ralph. They Ralph basically said, "Listen, I got somebody. Got somebody to help you out." What is it? Step? I don't know what step it is. Basically, mean metamorphosis change. So Cisco is getting a makeover, bitch. He's getting a makeover. He getting motherfucking clean from the rooter to the tutor. Homeboy, the stylist, attempt to cut Cisco's hair. And I like, if you like scissors, blade, or any kind of sharp edges on Cisco's beautiful, luxurious, juicy berry essence infused locks. I know something. I'm gonna go through my computer screen and motherfucking dot his ass in his throat. Cisco got the most beautifulest fucking head of hair ever. And it seems like every season it just get more luxurious and everything. Y'all know Cisco got beautiful ass fucking hair. His hair is gorgeous. And so he come out and do some new deeds and basically look like he could oh my god. It runs along the same lines of what Ralph wears. Some kind of modern version of Miami Vice attire. We didn't see his ankles. Hopefully his ankles are, lotioned and all that shit. He ain't got loafers, bare ankles, and flooded high water ass slacks. But, whatever. Iris goes to Barry's lab and she is looking up, footage from police cams and all that. And she sees basically the aftermath of when Gridlock's convoy got motherfucking, attacked. And while you hearing all the ruckus and everything, seeing fire, brimstone, all, it's a sound you hear. It's a weird sound, a buzzing sound, almost like an insect, but come to find out it's that of a cicada and all that. And we hear them around here. But cicadas take forever how long, when they sprout out so many years and all this stuff. But once you hear a cicada, you'll never forget the sound. Trust. And so Barry's up to his wits end. He goes to go see his daddy, Joe. Basically tells him what the hell's going on and all that. And so Joe teaches him a lesson with a little bit of history. Basically saying when Barry first got there, it was a science project and it was supposed to do something simple. Homeboy decided he was going to go all the hell out and all that. And, and Barry's like, Joe's like, why? And he said, well, he wanted to impress Joe. Joe was his hero, his idol, and all that. And, Barry got that aha moment. And Joe said, listen, that child, only thing she know of you is seeing images and your likenesses on pedestals and all that stuff. So what you think she gonna do? She gonna try all of her best to impress her hero. Like that. That's old head wisdom. That's old head wisdom. And while he's saying that, Cecile is listening. And Cecile is getting the listen just as Barry is and all that. And, Barry chucked the deuce and said bye, Joe, leave. And Cecile hugs and kissed Joe. And, I think her fears for right now, been, calmed down. Thinking that she ain't gonna be all the mother that she need to be for that beautiful chocolate baby of theirs. So let's get to the next scene. Cisco go finds Caitlin. Now, as we figure out, Caitlin is a deal with her daddy. It might be her daddy still living, but as they going through, basically, she done went and talked to her. She go talk to her mother about a No, hold up, that's the next episode, Courtney. Is it? Okay, so they find out that the death certificate of her father's was fake. And so that might mean that, her dad is still alive and talking and walking. But it's been so long. And Caitlin's fear is that he's out there living his best life. But here he's living it without me. So does that mean he do not want to see me? Now, man, we see the relationship between her and her mother. Her mother's a bitch. Her mother is a bitch. We could keep it all the way 100. We keep it all the way 100. Her mammy a bitch. And so, her mammy a bitch. Her dad dead. She didn't really have nobody. So, if it's any kind of inkling that her father still living, she want that. She want that connection. But on the same coin, but a different side, if he been alive all this time and he ain't even got a contact with her greatest fear is that he didn't want to, be around her. And so Cisco pulls up, it's one of his last things and basically said, if you do all of this and all that and homegirl still ain't by your side, it just means that, she wasn't your one. And, Cisco had come to the fact that, me and Gypsy ain't meant to be. And, she ain't gonna be my one true tenderoni. And, I could deal with that. I could live with that. I'm just have to learn to move on from that. And he tell Caitlin like, but what if my father don't want to have nothing to do with me? And Cisco is like, listen, would you rather spend the rest of your life pondering, speculating, assuming, wrecking your brain that wondering if he do want to have any kind of chance of relationship with you, or would you rather know for sure so you could close a chapter on that book of your life and go on about your motherfucking business like that. And I think we're gonna see that she gonna motherfucking find out where her dad is, and so she can know the true deal and all that stuff, and so she can motherfucking live her life. And so Barry and Nora, they in the lounge, whatever, and he basically shows her clips of when he first got his powers. And then we know he was ugly as the fuck. Y'all remember how he was in the first season and all that stuff. And Nora, all she knows are the great feats and the great adventures and all these things that that her dad done. She don't know that her dad he had to start from the bottom like everybody else. And so basically he teaches, it's a lesson to show her, to teach her that. And I think it's gonna start, permeating her hard-headed ass. We hope so, y'all, because she working my nerve. I swear she working my nerve. I love her dearly, but she working my nerve. She working my nerve. And he said people with power like them, he said the greatest feat we could ever have is, show is restraint. And that's her problem. She don't want to show restraint. And Barry had to learn that shit. He had to learn that shit the hard way about that restraint. You know what I'm saying? So we get to Pixie Cut. Bro-man comes again. I know I said when Bro-man showed up, he had people with him. It was this last scene. He had people with him and all that stuff. And she goes, she's confronted and everything. And so Barry and Iris and all of them, not Barry and Iris, but Barry and Nora, they listen to police scanners and try to figure out what's what. Remember, their satellite is gone. And so they try to figure out, how hard it is to find a woman that does something with compressed air and yada, yada, yada. And so Iris show up and they put all their heads together and figure out why don't they just use their local news stations, what a satellite, to find out, where home Pixie Cut is it. And so they find out and all that. And so homeboy, the brother of the slain dude, he shows up with his crew. And they goes to attack. It don't happen. She blocks him or whatever. And so Flash and Noah show up. They able to motherfucking get them other dude goons out the way. Probably sent them to jail. And so they be able to handle Pixie Cut. So they there. And the thing with Pixie Cut, you got to get her tired. Once you get her tired, her concentration gone, and she ain't be able to concentrate on making them cubes. And so some kind of way, she hems up Barry. Barry's in the cube, and she is making that cube compact. Gonna basically do like how Big Boy, the first dude was. And so Nora remembers, she gets tired. So Norma starts spinning around, doing high jump kicks and shit and all that stuff, putting her focus on her, putting Pixie Cut focus on her and stuff like that, getting her tired enough so she won't have no energy to make them cubes. And with that, Nora could hit her with them goddamn metal cuffs, them dampening cuffs, and have her hemmed up. So her dad gets free, Barry gets free of the cube. Nora got the bitch in the cuffs and stuff like that. Next thing you know, a fucking dagger comes out that girl woman's chest and all that stuff. But before then, Cisco, Ralph show up and all that. So here comes the killer from that one that got a gridlock or whatnot. Barry tells Nora, take Pixie Cut to the hospital, right? And so Cicada shows up. Nora takes Pixie Cut to the hospital. And while she gone, they go basically trying to fight Cicada. Now Cicada done chunked that damn dagger into the ground, and next thing you know, their powers are gone. So they gotta fight this mug human hand-to-hand combat. Cicada beating all their asses. Barry, why you ain't learned to fight yet, nigga? I thought you were training with Arrow. Why you don't know how to fight yet? Barry needs hand-to-hand combat training, bro. I'm just saying. So Cisco is trying to pull the dagger out the ground. While he's trying to pull the dagger out the ground, Cicada compels the dagger to come here, and when it flies in the air, it cuts deep in Cisco's palms. And so homeboy is trying to stab Cisco, and Cisco trying to dodge. They go Raph, he trying to fight him and all that stuff, and he beats both their asses again. So when he goes, he dog walks, Barry, and when he look like he's getting ready to stab Barry, to kill Barry with that dagger, Noah shows up and hollers "Dad," and that makes Cicada stop. And Cicada looks at her. He gets up and he leaves. He stopped when homegirl said "Dad." So it's dealing some shit with family and all that, y'all. Hot mess. And so we get back to the Star Lab. So they figure out it's levels or dark matter shrapnel that is up in Cisco palms. And what Caitlin's saying that, levels that she ain't never seen before. And all that. And as we're gonna see in the episodes to come, being that shit is up in his palms and all that stuff, it's gonna fuck with his powers. It's gonna fuck with his powers. And what else? So they bring up the issue with the birth certificate. And Caitlin like, listen, it's other shit going on. We ain't got to worry about this. And all that. And he said, listen, this might be your only chance. Do you want to do it? Raph's like, listen, whatever decision you make, we stand behind your ass, chick. And so he vibes her with the thing, right? With the birth certificate, death certificate. And basically what he sees is her mother signing the death certificate. Her mother signed the death certificate. It was fake. And all that. But as we see, when he vibe, it messes with his hand. So he gonna have some issues with that. And we get back to, Iris and all of them. They listening to the footage and all. And, basically she tells them to shut up and just listen. And they're like, what kind of insect is that? That sounds like an insect or whatnot. And Noah's like, it's a cicada. And that's how the episode ends. So that's it, y'all. Listen, I know it's kind of long and everything, but I want to make sure I didn't miss too much and all. So like, share, subscribe, and I'm going to holler at y'all. He done went over. Bye.